Hey guys, and welcome to this series. Today I'm going to show you how you can create D.va's dash from Overwatch. If you're not familiar with D.va or with Overwatch, here you can see what we're going to do. So yeah, basically it's our first person template, and if I press left shift, I gain boost and I can also fly. So yeah, it's exactly like D.va in Overwatch. So like you can see, if I press, it says that I'm dashing, and after my dash is used, it starts the cooldown of 5 seconds. And I can also interrupt this by pressing again left shift, and if I press now, it does nothing. But now it does. So after the cooldown, we can use the dash again. So yeah, let's get started here. First of all, let's create a new project. I take the first person one. It doesn't matter which one you take. You need one with an already set up character. So let's call this D.va dash. Oh, point is not allowed. Underscore. And let's create this one. And here we are. So here click on the show a size source panel so we can see here our folder structure. Then let's get to project settings. And what we need here is a new input. So we also going to apply there the automatically movement, so we don't have to press W. So we just have to press shift and she's moving, or he is moving automatically into the front. So yeah, this one. Oh, let's actually call this one dash here. So yeah, then let's go for dash. Open up your blueprint, character blueprint. Here we'll be going to start. So we need a normal left shift from which we will drive a branch, and this will check if we have no cooldown at the moment. So no cooldown. And at the beginning we have no cooldown, so this is set to true. So get this and set it like this. After we used it, of course the cooldown starts, so make it false here. The next thing here is another branch which will go from can boost. So are we able to boost? This is just a double check here, so to prevent it from breaking out of the structure. So also this is true at the beginning, he can boost. And from this one we make another variable which will determine if we're boosting or not. So this is at first false, and we set this here to true. And of course, if we can't boost, we set it to false. So this is needed for our movement input here. Where is it? No, dash. It's called not move, it's called dash, like this. And from here we need also a branch, and this one will be our boost check here. So if this one is true, we can, or we will automatically move into the direction. So here we start a timeline. Let's get this one. I call this just dash time. And let's get here. Ah, I forgot something. We need here our movement. So copy the 3 with left shift. You can select all. Copy them over here to the top. So like this. And to make it auto movement, we want to scale value 1. And yeah, before we do this, of course, we want to get our character movement here, and we want to set the max walk speed. So we are a bit faster. The normal walk speed is here at 600, so we double this to 1200, and we get here a fly speed like this. Set this also to 1200, and we also have an acceleration, so how fast we get to the speed, which is set to 2408. Where is it? Let's see, max acceleration here. So this is also, so this one, oh, you can play with these values here. I thought that 10,000 was the best for me, so I will use this one, but you can play here with the values. So the next important thing is we will want to set the movement mode from the character movement. So set movement mode, set movement mode, there it is. Here we want to set to flying, so we can actually fly now. Like this, get this one here, compile and save this, and click here on force, so it's forcing forward. Okay, next up, let's do here our finished path. So we actually want to get here our timeline first, so get dash time. From them there we want to set playback position. So if we finish here, we want to set this time to 0 again. So get here finished, and yeah, that's it from here. And before we continue, I forgot one thing here. Let's create here the timeline so it knows. Oh no, not the timeline. We need to set here the length to 2 seconds, and so this timeline is automatically 2 seconds every time. So yeah, from the set playback position, we want to get the set movement mode after and set to walking again. Get here the character movement. Let's pull this in here. And of course, if we finished, we want to set the boost here to false again, and the can boost to true. So it can boost, but it will go here, this path. So next up, we need some custom events. Here, this one will be our timer, and I forgot something. No, this is our timer. Our timer will get a delay of 5 seconds. 5 seconds, and after it's completed, no cooldown is set to true again. So here we are. Oh yeah, of course, here we also want to set back the speed. So grab here this one and set this to 600, the old one, and this to 600, and this was 2048, like this. And oh, before we want also to start our timer. So after we finished, we want to start our cooldown. So yeah, that's basically from here. The thing we also need is a stop function. So if we interrupt our dash, so we get a new custom event, which will be called stop. So from the stop function here, we want to get our dash time, and we want to stop this one, so it paused and actually goes to 0. So to do this, we want to get here, so here it sets to 0 again, and also makes this all again. And where we want to fire this function is here from this one, where we also need to set our can boost here. So this will be set to true again, and from here this one will be to set it to false. So this is a basic flip-flop but with the normal flip-flop it won't work, so I created something like my own flip-flop. So, and from this one we want to grab here our stop function, our stop event, and let's grab this all a bit back here, and for safety reasons we go here into the stop also. So, and of course if we have here no cooldown left, we also want to stop. So always want to stop like this. So it basically sets all variables to the normal base for this path again. Okay, so we got the time, we got the stop. Can now test this. So play, press shift, and yeah, we are dropping after 2 seconds. Now I can't press. Let's make now our HUD so we can actually see what's going on. So close this one and go into the folder and create a new user interface. I call this HUD here. And from our begin play, which is here, we want to create a widget, which will be our HUD, of course. Promote this to a variable, call this one HUD. And we want to add this to viewport so we can actually see this. Like you saw in the beginning video, I had an icon from D.va Stash, and I just found it on Google, so I gave there in D.va dash icon. Go to pictures and scroll down a bit. Where was it? Good question. Not D.va dash icon, D.va skill icon. Like this. So here is the shield and our dash. There it is at the beginning. My mistake. So left click on this and save it into your folder and go to D.va project again, and let's import this one now. So I have it on the downloads, and here you can see with black and white background. So if you are here, click on the icon here on this one and open up in another tab, and from here you can save this as a white thing. Yeah, here now it is white, so let's grab the white thing and we can rename this with F2, and I call this dash icon like this. And in our HUD, let's start now. So you can do it like you want. I will do it almost like the original. So here we want to anchor the vertical box to the bottom right. We make this 128 by 128. The alignment is 1 to 1. Then you can set the position to -50 and -50. So into our vertical box we want to have an overlay so we can stack our things here. So fill, and then we need the progress bar, which indicates the movement of the cooldown. And then we want to have an image also here, and of course the text for the numbers. So get their text. So the text will be invisible, so make it invisible. Can make it 5, fill it up, want to center it up. Size is 68 or something. And to have a small shadow here, I can show you. Can go to the shadow color and make here the alpha to 1. So now we have here a basic shadow behind the number. So our image, of course, needs to be filled. So for the progress bar, I have here color, which is here 1.528, 0, and 1, of course. I picked this color with the color picker from the in-game, so this is almost the same color. So here we got progress bar, of course. For the image, we can also now import here our dash icon. Whoops, misclicked. So here we have now dash icon, and for the progress bar, make none as the background image. So now we make our text invisible, and of course here also, so it's in-game hidden too. So now we can see this in-game. So now let's make some functions. So this also changes with our game. The first thing here is we want to change the color of our icon here. So bind this to a new event or new function, set orange, call this, and here we get here our image. We set the brush of this image. So we have here all options. We also have here, so basically we make a new one, and from this one here, from the tint, we want to make the variable, which one will be orange. So compile this. Now here you can change everything. So here I have from the color picker saved my color, and I can pick this one here. So it sets now the color to orange. So where is the problem here? Brush delegate. Oh, let's remove this. So we will call this from our first person character. So the next one is we want to set it to normal again. So it's basically the same. So get here this one, copy everything up except the orange color. So we have here this one. Now promote this to normal. Compile, and yeah, it's the normal color here. So the image, we also want to select the dash icon, and for this one we also want the dash icon like this. So now let's get to the logic part, the tricky part. First we need a reference to our first person, so type in here from the event construct cast to first person character. We want to cast from the get player character, and to always get a connection to them, we will promote this to a variable here, character reference. Compile and save. And the first thing is we need a custom event, which will be start time. For this one, we work with our text here, so get here our text 5, make it a variable, so we can get here access. Then we want to set visibility, set this to visible here, and next up we want to set our text, this one. The text will be an integer, so we will here have a time value, which is an integer. Compile, save, make this 5 for D.va's dash. Pull this in, put this into this. These settings are okay. So after this we want to start a delay of 1 second. And once this is completed, we want to decrease or decrement int. And here we copy this one over. So the new text is 4 here. And of course we need here to target from the text. Then we need a branch which will look for the 0. If it's not 0, it will loop here delay like this, so it again subtracts 1 after 1 second. And if our time is less than 1, then we want to set the visibility for text to hidden again, and we want to set the time to 5 again, so it can restart now like this. And we need another custom event, so add custom event. I make here a comment, so delete this one. So another custom event which will start our progress bar. For the progress bar, let's make here the fill type from bottom to top like this. And yeah, that's it for this one. Fill image, can leave it as it is here. The start progress here is a bit more tricky, so we want to delay now. To have a smooth transition, we want to update every 0.1 second. And the thing here is we have a float now, or cooldown float. There's a float here, and so our cooldown float can be 0 at first. So we increase this now by 0.02, so it will take here 50 times, so 50 times a 0.1, so 5 seconds to reach 1, and 1 is the value for the progress bar to be filled completely. So here what we did here is we delay here every 0.1 second and add 0.2 to the float, and after 5 seconds it will reach 1, and if it reached 1 we have a fill progress bar. So get the progress bar and set the percentage, and here our percentage will be our cooldown float. So here of course it's 0.02, so we also want again a branch, and from the false one we loop here. So it will loop here 50 times, and it will reach then 1. So here is the thing: if we are greater than or equal than 1, we break out from here and we set the percentage again to 0. So get the progress bar here, and we set our cooldown float to 0. So compile and save. The last thing is we need to set these functions in our first person character blueprint. So go here down to the timer event and grab here our HUD reference, and here we want to start a progress bar like this, and we want to start our time. And now it won't work because I forgot to compile here. Let's see. No, it should work now. So yeah, basically let's test this. I press shift and oh yeah, the color is not changing, but our timing here works. So now I can dash again. So the one little thing I forgot here is when we start the boost, we want to set color to orange. So we had here this function set orange. Oops, where is it? There. And oh, it's a pure, that's why it's green. So get to the HUD, get to set orange, and uncheck this one. So here we want to set orange, and after we have here our cooldown down, we want to set here to normal. So this was the thing I forgot also. Compile and save. Now we press, it starts the dash, start is finished, it starts to cool down, and after everything is finished, it makes it white again. Yeah, that's basically everything for a easy D.va dash. And yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you have any ideas for future creations or copies, so if you have some logic in a game where you are asking yourself how did they done this, just write it into the comments and I will try my hands on it and make a tutorial for it. So thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.